okay, this working is basically it's for our client. It's just the beginnings of how to bind all other females. And what I'm saying is, you can do this even if you don't have names. If there's other females that are meddling in your relationship, you can, put a bind on them. So I've got his photograph here. I have to be careful because there's a name and stuff, and I don't want to show his photograph. And I've got a petition. So it's how you word things that's important. So I called on Holy Death before I started the video. Holy Death is my matron, and I called on her and I asked her if she could intervene and help with this situation. And I called her in her black form. Okay, so because we want to go out there and we want to push people back, that means there's force involved. So that means I have to call her forward in her black form. To be honest with you, in my mind, she is one, but I still honor her in the tradition that she was venerated, and that comes with the robes. So anyway, so I'm summarizing this now. There's other information on this. I'm just going to give you the bits and pieces that I feel are important. I bind all other females from being sexually, emotionally, and physically involved with John Doe. He will not find any enjoyment with any females other than the client, okay? So it's important that you put that in the statement of intent, because otherwise he's going to have no interest in anyone. Okay, so I'm basically saying I tie all other women, known and unknown, down other than the client. So that's just a bit of what I've put in that petition. So I've got his photograph, and it's important just to put his photograph in this jar along with this little petition, and it's stating all females that are known and unknown, because at the end of the day, there's bound to be ones that the client knows that are a bit of women that are a bit of a pain in the arse. And then again, there's ones that are out there that she probably doesn't know about. So we need to solve that whole thing. So you get yourself a jar. Again, I really like these small ones, and the smaller the better for cursed work or hex work or breakup or something like this, because the smallness and the tightness makes things suffocating, and that's what you want. So, okay. Let me see. I'm not going to put anything else on his photograph. Okay. I'm just going to pop that in the little jar. And the petition as well. I did anoint the petition earlier with a few oils that I made myself. But at the end of the day, go with whatever you have. So I'm going to pop some dark vinegar. And I like this vinegar because of the colour of it. If you can't get the dark stuff, it doesn't matter. Use white vinegar. But don't use... Sometimes you get sweet vinegars like balsamic. Don't use that, because that will sweeten him up. What is wrong? Me and my problems with vinegar jars. 1 second. I'm going to have to open this. There's one already open, so I'll use it instead. I just can't be bothered fighting with a jar of vinegar. Okay. Okay. So it's Saturday. It's the hour of Saturn as well. And it's Halloween night, which is a really, really, really potent time to do this kind of a working. Also, we don't want any harm to come to the guy, the target, not the target, excuse me. I'm trying to focus, that's why I'm talking upside down. The guy in question that we want to bring close to the client. We don't want anything to happen to him. It's just these other females are the problems, but we're sorry in every relationship that he has with them. Okay, that will do. I'm going to put in some separation, break up bits and pieces that I've put together. Again, use what you have. I make these packets up and I set them aside, and I really should take a note what I put. I put dog grass in that, and I put some other bits and pieces. I will list it when I get a chance to. Alrighty, we need some knotweed because I don't want this going any further, so knotweed is good. When it wants to come out, that is, of course. Okay. I did put on the petition banish, because we want to banish all them other females. This is block communication. I'm going to get some hate oil so that he really doesn't want to pursue anything with these females. Again, if you don't have what I'm using, don't worry about it. Go with whatever you've got. Some chili. This is good for getting people to argue. Again, when it wants to come out. Okay, put a little bit of destruction in there because we want everything to come down around them if they do start to have a relationship. Okay. You need something sharp, like a light bulb smashed. I like that because it takes the light out of any relationship. To me, I use things that are symbolic. Or you could use some nails. Razor blades are good. Anything sharp, because when I shake this little jar up, everything's going to be breaking itself down, and that's what we want. So let me locate some things and I'll be back. Okay, so I put a little bit of light bulb in there that was smashed. I'm going to put a bit of sulfur if I can get some out. Again, sulfur is very good to get tempers moving and things like that, and getting discord sown. You really want the couple in question to, or if they, if it's basically not getting them to the first base is what we're trying to do here. But if they do get to the first base and they start seeing each other, they'll start have disagreements and they'll start not liking each other and that sort of thing. So I'm also going to pop in some nails. I like to use odd numbers. You can use whatever you feel necessary. Let me see. There's something missing. Just one thing missing and I can't remember. I'm going to put a bit of graveyard dirt in there because that will seal the deal. Graveyard dirt is always about endings, so we're calling an ending to it all. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I think that'll be it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bind this jar. I'm going to bind it up with some yarn to make sure that it's nice and tight. Because, cat and dog hair. Sorry, I'm distracted. Because, again, that's excellent for arguments. Okay. Put a lid on it. I will bind it. Just one second. These lids are always so damn fiddly. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to be burning a black little candle on that, and I've inscribed their names, and I've put breakup sigils. Everything is on that. I'm going to put some oil on it, and it will sit on top of this little jar. That will go on the Holy Death's altar. It will sit there, and it will sit there for probably 21 days. And then I'm going to bind it up with black yarn, just this type of black yarn. I'm binding the whole jar up. Um, because at the end of the day, the client wanted a binding, so we're going to bind it. You could bind a little photograph inside, but I'm going to bind this whole jar up and make it really secure. And we're going to see how things go from there. Okay, so I did look at some oracle cards with regards to the situation. Let me see. Let me see. Conversations, reconciliation. Okay. Retreat is the first card out. This card is basically saying it's time to disconnect from the world. I think that's basically saying to look after yourself and, take it easy. And then we've got, is it safe? It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. I'm sure you can't see those, but they're there. And then we've got heart-to-heart conversations. I honestly discuss your feelings with each other. But I feel that you should let him come to you first and then open the dialogue, with regards to conversations. Passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So yeah, the two of you there's chemistry, a lot of chemistry. And then the card is very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So again, that's all to do with positive thinking and being calm. I have a lot of clients and they get very, very frustrated and very, 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 I'm not saying it's you, by the way. I'm just saying they get very frustrated, very anxious, and that does not help spell work. So it's basically saying just know within yourself things will work out. Again, if you want it to work, you have to be in the mind frame of it to work. Be positive. Don't let doubt creep in. And then the last card is a reconciliation. Says it all. So yeah, you got good cards, really good cards there. That's a good start. I think there's a lot of things on the way. So yeah, keep in touch. Let me know, and I'm going to work on this little work in here, this little spell for you, should I say. I'm going to take care of it, and it will be pushing a lot of energy. It's a good night to be doing stuff like this. So I have a lot more workings coming up. I'm very, very extremely busy tonight, especially, and everyone that is on my books at the moment, I add a little bit extra in for you because I find it's a special night and I like to include people and help people and just draw in the energy, So I hope you're all having a great time. I know it's not like previous years, but we have to make the most of what we've got at the end of the day. Hopefully times are changing. So I'll speak to you all again soon and have a good evening.